All right, so when we look at determinants of supply, one of the things that we can look at are input prices, the things that make your product. So we live in Georgia and cotton is a common farm product, and so the supply of cotton is going to be affected by the cost of all the things that go into making cotton. Water for irrigating the fields, any sort of farm equipment, seeds for the cotton plants, any sort of fertilizer or any sort of pesticide or insecticide. So if the price of fertilizer increases, my budget for planting cotton is going to be cut into, because if I buy less fertilizer with that money, or if I buy the same amount of fertilizer, I'd have to buy less cotton or spend less money on water or something. So my supply is going to go down. Now, a supply going down means that my curve moves to the left. So my little helper arrow can show you here. And what that's going to show you is at the same price in the market, I'm actually willing to supply less because my costs went up and it cut into my profit. So I'm not going to be able to put out as much cotton at the same price. Now, if I can raise the price, I might be able to put out the same quantity. But unless the price in the market goes up, I'm going to produce less cotton. This is a change in supply. The price of cotton in the market didn't change, but because my cost for making cotton went up, I'm actually willing to supply less cotton. Now, if we take another example and we look at a change in, let's see, a change in subsidies. If an ethanol subsidy is happening, the government is actually increasing the amount of ethanol that is being brought to market. So if I'm making, say, this quantity of ethanol, let's say 5, then with a subsidy, I'll actually make more because the government is handing me money to encourage me to make ethanol. So I'll make something like 6 3/4. But conversely, if the government gets rid of those subsidies, then I will go back to my original production amount. So the price that people are willing to pay for ethanol, which is something you can put in your gas tank, has not changed, but the amount of ethanol people make changes varied on the subsidy. So read subsidy questions carefully. If you're adding a subsidy, you're going to be moving to the right, like so, and that's typically the question you would see. But if you're getting rid of a subsidy, which is the question I gave you on your worksheet, you're going to move to the left because you're going to make less. So that's how you change the whole supply curve. Again, the price people are willing to pay hasn't changed, so the amount I'm willing to put out there has changed because the price is held the same.